This is the lecture for Novel Assertions, a reply to Mayhem by Daisy Dixon. This is an optional lecture. We're just going to cover stuff we've covered before and very briefly. The thing we've covered before is this idea of soundness, and I mention it only because on page 5 she says, I take it if my argument is sound, then the second claim is blah, blah, blah. And so just to remind you what soundness is, there's sort of three places you can look to kind of refresh your memory if you want to. It's not very important for this article, but it's just good to know generally because you'll see this word sometimes in philosophy. So first, the lecture on Carroll. There's a section where I explained arguments, and that discussed soundness and a related topic, validity. If you don't want to go back and watch the Carroll lecture on Canvas, I believe at the top. Yeah, on Canvas at the top in sort of the initial section before you get to the assignments, there's this thing, what is philosophy, arguments, and how to read philosophy? That's a section from a textbook that covers, among other things, soundness, and so you can read through that if you haven't already to give you a good introduction to the topic. And then finally, there's a glossary on my website, which is also linked on Canvas. At the bottom of Canvas, under all the different assignments and modules, there's a tips on reading and writing philosophy papers section. That has a link to a glossary on my website, which discusses many terms you might not be familiar with, including soundness. And one of the reasons I'm lecturing on this right now is just to remind you that the glossary exists because there's lots of words, not just in this reading, but all the readings we've done in the past and all the readings we're doing in the future. Lots of words that you might not recognize, and the glossary is a very good place to start for those.